For TraderInsight.com, I'm Adrian Manns, and it's time for your daily dose of the doctor. Well, I got a lot of emails over the last week or so asking me about general market conditions and where do I think the market's going. And a lot of you have had some hits in your personal portfolios and are doing well on your intraday trading. All that stuff is pretty typical given what's going on in the markets. I'm going to say there is an unnecessary focus on the part of some of you on some moving averages, and I don't think that the moving averages are really all that important, especially given what the markets are doing. So I've got an email sitting on my computer here that says, well, you know, the S&P has broken below the 50-period moving average coming up on the 200. The Dow has broken both the 50 and the 200. NASDAQ still strong on the 100. NASDAQ comp coming down into the 50. What to do? So my advice is that you don't focus so much on what those moving averages are doing and what the relationship is of price to them, and take a look more at the broader markets. So if you get a feel for what's happening, for instance, in the S&P 500, what you're going to see is that you've got some pretty firm resistance up here at 2118.71 or so, and then you've got some pretty good support right around where we are right now. So why did price bounce where it did? Well, it's bounced here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times in the past, right? So this is an area that's been very firm resistance and support for a very long time. That's what you have to focus on, not so much where we are in relation to moving averages or where we are in relation to where the year started out, or, you know, where the half year ended. All this stuff that you guys are sending me in these emails, you know, it's all great that you're looking at what the markets are doing, but at the same time, focusing on that stuff is kind of unnecessary. You just need to look at what's happening, and what's really going on in the market is we're in this giant trading range and have been for some time. On the Dow, we see the same kind of thing happening, right? Overhead resistance was right here around 18,220. Support down below, right in here, 17,630. We did get down below that. We're probably going to test these highs and lows right here at 17,506. If it breaks down through that, look out below, then we could really see a move down into prior support, which is going to be all the way down 17,227 and then 17,072. So remember all the stuff that we talked at the boot camps, but when you're just going through and eyeballing the charts, just drawing these quick little support and resistance lines is going to tell you a whole lot about where the market is likely to wind up bouncing and what it's likely to do once it does bounce. NASDAQ 100, right, we're still up above these highs. 45, 50, 58 is going to be a test for sure. We tested it on Friday. Let's see what happens if we get down through it. Look for a move down to 44, 84, 56. And on the NASDAQ comp, same thing, right? It's not the moving average that's holding it up. It's all this stuff right here at 5092.71. 5092.71 bounces on Monday. If it holds, we're going to see a move back up to 5165.47. If it doesn't hold up, we're probably going to see a move down into 5042.82. Pretty simple stuff if you look at where price has been. Just think of all these areas that there was support and resistance as places the bodies are buried, and stuff is going to happen when markets move there. All you guys who have been to a boot camp, just think about the simple things that I showed you and think about how often those work. Think it through and don't overcomplicate trading. If you haven't been to a boot camp and you'd like to join us, come on down. We're going to be in Miami Beach from September 27th through September 30th. It's going to be a really great boot camp. We've already got some great people lined up for it. Some great alumni are coming. We're going to have lots of great instruction and very solid mentoring and cohort stuff going on between us. So if you're interested, just fill out the application. Again, it is an application process. If you talk to Julie and she says she doesn't think this is a great fit for you, just trust her. Doesn't really say anything about you or us except that the fit right now isn't perfect, and these boot camps are all about getting a group of really like-minded people together and getting people successful in the markets. With all that said, if you have any questions, shoot me an email, adrian@traderinsight.com. Let's hope everybody's got a great week coming up. The best trader education anywhere, only from TraderInsight.com.